to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good division rivalry coming up here in the AFC, and these two teams have met once already, so they are more than familiar with one another's tendencies, and maybe more importantly, their weaknesses. It's the Bengals going up against the Browns. With that, let's get up to Cleveland. We're standing by our Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Shift together here from the D-line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. And the wideout in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Yeah, the focus is always on the quarterback. What did he do? Getting outside of the pocket, finding open receivers. But how about the receivers themselves? Understanding that they have to change the rules of their routes.
That's caught inside the 20. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
All right, here we go. Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Vontaze Burfict is a super talent and a fierce competitor. He can do it all at the linebacker position.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And tough starting field position here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it here with Bernard. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Throwing, Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. A fourth down gamble with Dalton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watch.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And Crowell lost the football. And the return will stop right around the 25. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And in 2015, Charles, for the Browns, 18 fumbles, most in the league. Another one here.
And each and every week when we visit with teams, the phrase turnover margin always comes up, doesn't it?
Always.
So it's no surprise that with that number of fumbles, they were 3-13 that season.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First carry now. This is Hill. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down, Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
It'll be a gain of 9, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeremy Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he puts it through. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On play action, they'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Partner, I know that ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ross Travis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Dalton with a give to Hill. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Dalton throwing on second down. And the grab by Croft. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But a great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 88 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing, Dalton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. It's second down. Dalton looking. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
All right, here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go. Set. Detroit. Detroit. Over. Leopard. Check 4. Detroit.
They're going to try and throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56.
Halfback sent in motion.
Leopard.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And a loose football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Bengals are going to have a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Andy Dalton, and at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Little motion now from the tight end.
Zebra. Dagger.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game?
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down.
380. Dagger.
2nd down, Dalton. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get... And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. And this score will stay right where it is. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Steps away to his left. And some room to work. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go. Boom,
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll look to throw. He's got LeGarrette blown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice gain of 21 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
And the wideout in motion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And a wise move there to get down on the quarterback slide.
Got all he could on the run, slid, and made sure he avoided the big hit.
But they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go, Leopard! Leopard! Over! Detroit! 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 No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
The slot man in motion right. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He drops it off for Bernard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And it is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. And the Browns getting set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10. And in this case, they did it really successfully.
Now Dalton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Coleman, the man in motion right.
Over! No, check.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A very solid gain of 27.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And the back goes into motion.
Watch it now, Barney.
The play clock's running down. They'll drop the throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Detroit!
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! All right, now, over!
And he motions the wide receiver. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. timeout now. Here come the Bengals. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Their D gets the INT. Now under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. It's second down. Dalton looking. And the grab by Croft. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Steve Weatherford now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So second and 10 here. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down and 5.
Watch left, watch left. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Set, green, 39. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Over, Leopard, Leopard. Motion, motion, motion.
Back to throw again. He finds his target, Fuller. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So the D-line's going to spread out, and quickly they get to the line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Set, 3-19. Over. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. All right, here we go. Good. Back 99 Philly.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brandon, when you have a player who could do that, that just makes your offense that much more dangerous. Being able to get outside, still keeping his eyes downfield, and finding open receivers.
So this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Fuller. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leaves the 1st and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now, after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
20, 0.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Zebra! 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 Zebra!
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Zebra! 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 380! 380! Dagger!
And the wideout in motion.
Dagger! Dagger! Zebra! 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 Zebra!
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Hill, the lone setback.
Blue 10! Dagger! Dagger! Ace! Zebra! Dagger! Dagger!
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Zebra! Zebra! 380! Dagger! Dagger!
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Watching now, Barney! Let's go! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he motions the wide receiver. Oh, passing it. Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. It's the rook, and he's into the clear. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. It's second down. Dalton looking. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Danny Shelton